First off, I want to, we did the moment of silence earlier before the game for Michigan State community, and just everything that's going on there, hearing yesterday and hearing the next couple of days for them. It's something that, like, you think about and you worry about, right? Like, I got young kids, and you see stuff that happens across the country, and it's like, it's one thing you worry about, right, as a dad. So just thinking about them, like everybody in that whole East Lansing community and what they're going through. Like our guys, like I told our guys, like, we get the benefit of playing a kids game, man. Like, it's fun. It's really fun. It's fun to compete. Like, this league sucks to compete in, but, like, it's fun, like, what we're doing. And, like, yeah, like, adversity hit our team, and we had lost 4 games in a row. I told them if that 4-game, losing 4 games in a row is the worst thing that happens to you, you have lived a blessed life, right? Some of our guys will have, like, things have happened worse than this to them here in the past few weeks. But, like, this is basketball. This is what they care about. And this team, like, we're living in the moment. And I thought that they did a great job responding every single time. And same thing with the staff. Our staff has been great. I probably haven't been the easiest guy to kind of be around in the last couple of weeks, but they keep coming back. They keep motivating our guys. They keep getting ready for the next game. They keep asking me if I need something. Those guys have been special. So I just wanted to make sure I said something about those guys as well and what they're doing, and I'm proud of our guys and proud of their effort.
Micah, for Jalen to have 41 tonight, how aware were you of that down the stretch of the game, and what did you see from him early that kind of allowed him to get in the groove?
I wasn't aware at all. You know he's going, right? But I never look at that scoreboard up top. And I never look at the box scores when they bring them at timeouts. So I'm just locked in on what I'm seeing throughout the game. I don't know what the exact numbers are. So, I got the box score at halftime, and I'm talking about, hey, we got to, I'm walking back to our locker room, and I'm like, hey, we got to do this better. I think we can do this better. I think we can attack this way. And they hand me a stat sheet. I'm like, he's got 24 points. Wow. Right? And then I don't know what the crowd's cheering for at the end of the game. I have no clue. And then I look up. I'm like, he's got 40. So, like, that's special, man. Sometimes when you're going through it, you just need somebody special to have a special performance, and I think that's what he did. But not to, like, downplay what some of the other guys did. I thought maybe they didn't score as much, maybe they didn't rebound as much, but I thought their effort and some of the contributions we got from everybody was special.
Micah, how crucial was it for you guys to be able to bounce back and just regain some of your confidence just with a win like that?
These, I probably, and I'll take all the blame for really how we played at Wisconsin. Maybe, like, I need to be more positive with what we did and how we responded. But I thought our guys did an unbelievable job after that game of regrouping, of learning through their mistakes, and coming back and playing, like, really hard at Maryland. We weren't crisp the whole 40 minutes, but I thought we did. The effort was there. Our execution was there for the most part, but it wasn't there for 40 minutes. But then when we came back, we've been playing. We haven't had a day off in a while because we've been playing back to back to back pretty quick, 2-day turnaround. When we came back Sunday after that game, there was you could see, like, an air of confidence. And then we had a good day of practice. Then we came back yesterday and we had another good day of practice. And then when I walked down for shoot around today, and then throughout our shoot around, our spirit was great. Our spirit was great. Like, those guys they weren't broken. They weren't broken. They were together. They were ready to fight. They were ready to fight together. And I think that's the biggest thing is they didn't let anything affect them, right? That's, a sign of maturity. That's a sign of a group that's together. And like I said, I'm proud of those guys. They're winning despite their coach.
Micah, a lot of focus on Jalen, obviously scoring a bunch of points, but a couple things that were kind of a hallmark for you guys when you were playing well, not allowing points off turnovers and limiting second chance points, maybe until the very end of the game. How important was that on this night?
Yeah, that was big against these guys. If you turn it over and they get out in transition, like, good luck to you, right? Terrence Shannon is as fast as anybody in this league getting the ball in transition, and then he started to push the ball in transition at the end of the first half after makes. So we had to sprint back and try and build walls, and it was a point of emphasis. You have to keep these guys out of the paint as much as possible. You can't allow them to get in transition. I thought limiting our turnovers was big. Like, we had 7, but we had a couple late. Limiting our turnovers was huge, and then not letting them get offensive rebounds is huge because they can take shots and then they can just kill you on the glass. I thought we did a good job of boxing them out and limiting them to one shot.
It looked like you made some pretty significant rotational adjustments this time around. I don't think we saw Caleb or Dalian, and then Jameel Brown also played pretty early on, and Kanye played a significant amount of time. Just wondering what went into some of those decisions.
Yeah, just trying to keep guys fresh, giving them small breaks here or there, trying to get it around the media so they get a little bit longer break. I think Dalian and Millsy will keep flip-flopping throughout the year, giving Funk that break, that few minutes that he needs. I think Caleb's got a chance to do it, right? But Hawkins is such a matchup that you have to play small against them. That's how we've decided we need to play. And then, Danger didn't play as much, right? So that limits, like, Keba, Mikey, Caleb, who can play against them. Hawkins is so good off the dribble, especially if he has a bigger guy on him, that we weren't willing to try and take that chance. So I think matchups dictate a lot of stuff in how we play. So Kanye, he played a lot against these guys the last time. He's played well the last couple of games, but we also need him to because you need multiple guys that can handle the ball. So having him, having Pick, having Cam, you got two of those guys out there the whole time. So now, Terrence Shannon was hounding Pickett full court. So now one of those guys can bring it up, and it conserves his energy, right? Where he didn't have to 94 feet against a good defender. It allows somebody else to do it. Now he can just get down the floor and conserve some of that for scoring and on the defensive end.
Micah, you drew some shooting fouls tonight and got to the bonus early in the second half. What were the differences that you felt in this game, and what difference did it make in the game being able to do that?
I think our guys kind of realizing how they played. They're one of the best shot blocking teams in our league. So trying to play off 2 feet, being disciplined and using shot fakes, whether it be on the perimeter or in the paint. And then, people are so focused on our threes, not letting us get threes. I think we had more people attacking the rim on drives. We had more people driving the ball, pick it down in the post. So trying to get some switches and get to the matchups that we wanted, and where he was drawing those fouls. So, and then some of those, we got rebound. We got in the bonus early, and then we got a couple free throws, or had some free throws on defensive rebounds, just boxing out, being in the right spot, being strong with the ball. So it's helpful, right? Then you're not scrapping for every single point you get.
Yesterday you talked about Kanye needing to, after Saturday, needing to string together the practices and then needing to string together the games. From our perspective, it looked like he did that. What did you see? What did you guys learn about him or see from him, yesterday into today?
Yeah, I mean, you play a game like he did at Maryland, right? And then you come out for walkthrough the next day and you're still not starting, right? How do you react to that? And he was okay with it. It was time to let's get back to work, right? Let's You know, I don't think he's got the air of I've arrived. He's still a worker. He's still a guy that there's a lot to learn, and sometimes it's beneficial for him to start the game on the bench because now he can see how they're guarding stuff, right, in the moment. He didn't have to do it in the moment right at the start of the game of like they switch up a defense different than how we've practiced it. Like, how do you react to that? Right now he can sit and watch it for 4 to 5 minutes, figure out how people are guarding things. He can sit next to one of our assistant coaches and talk through it. So now he's better equipped, so when he gets in, he can do it, right? That's, you know, the benefit of having Cam and Pickett, where they can react to things just because they played a lot. They can react to how, you know, different matchups that they may start with, or different coverages, pick and roll, ball screen, whatever it may be. They can react to that in real time, and he'll be able to as well, like the more games that he gets under his belt. So he's had a good couple of days. We need him to keep doing it, right? He's given us a different element because of how people are staying on, you know, they're trying to take Funk away. They're trying to take Seth away. With, like, I would too, right, because of how well they shoot it. It's leaving some driving lanes at the rim, and that's one of his strengths, is getting by people and getting to the rim.
Micah, you had mentioned needing to be more positive. And Jalen mentioned that the film sessions were more positive recently. What spurred that change, and what made you do that?
Hey, I don't know. I think, like I said, just trying to learn in different ways, like how this team, how they react to certain situations. You know, we've been known to have success and then let our foot off the gas. But we also, like, we respond to positivity and negativity in different ways. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody's the same. So how Pickett responds to something might be different for Funk. How Seth responds to something might be different than Kanye or Keba. So you just got to find that. You got to find that balance of what they need, how you talk to them, and like how they are leading into it. Right? Like I said, our spirit's been great the last couple of days. So like, I can have a positive film session with them and showing them what we need to do and where we're getting better, and they're reacting to it in the right way. So it's all a learning process, and you know, we're just going to keep learning. We're just going to keep staying together as a group, fighting through whatever comes next, and just keeping this thing one game at a time.
Last question.
Jalen, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but basically acknowledge being a feel-good defensive team, right? When shots are falling, it's easier to play defense. How are you grappling with that at this point in the season, and where are they in terms of the development that you'd like to see on that end of the floor?
Yeah, I thought the things that we worked on in practice the last 2 days and emphasized, I felt like we did a better job of doing it. Right? That's our biggest issue right there, is having carryover. But then having the discipline to do it every single time. And I thought for the most part we did it. There's still some things that, you know, we can get better at, we can clean up. But this team, you know, this team's a hard team to guard. Just because they have so many guys that can make plays off the bounce. They got guys that can shoot threes, they can score in the post. So we did it. They challenge you. They challenge you, and they challenge your principles. But I thought we tried to do what we were supposed to do. And a couple of times we didn't quite have that discipline at the end. But it's something we can watch and we can learn from. And now, you know, when we're playing Minnesota, let's do the same thing. Let's be a little bit better at those things and that we weren't good at. And let's correct those and let's continue to play at the highest level that we can defensively.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Shout out to everybody that's going through Thon this weekend. Dancers, all the dancers that are going through it. Good luck to you. Everybody that's going to be here in attendance. Raise a hell of a lot of money again. Good luck to everybody.